Guys, welcome to another session in this channel. So today we're going to talk about part 2 of introduction to PixelLab. So if you have not watched the first one, which is part 1, you won't understand this part, so you need to go back and watch part 1 before diving into part 2. So let's get started. These are the different tools we have down here. So the first one we have to talk about is the one that has 3 circles that are intertwined together. So if you look at it, it's showing pink because it has been highlighted. So what I'm going to do is, because it's highlighted, I'll go to my project. So if you click on my project now, this is the interface that will pop up. This shows some PixelLab files that I have worked on that I saved as project. Saving as project means I can come back to the design to add 1 or 2 things depending on the client's correction, or maybe I still want to use any of these templates and change 1 or 2 things in order to work for another client. This is why saving your file as project is very important. So if you look here, we have PLP. So the editable format for PixelLab designs is known as PLP, just like the editable format for Photoshop design is known as PSD. Do you get? So let's leave this interface by clicking on this checker icon because we don't want to use it now. As we design subsequently, you're going to understand better. So secondly, we look down here, we see already made templates on PixelLab. They have their own templates that they have customized for you that you can change 1 or 2 things for your design. For example, let me use one as an example. You can check out other ones. So if I click on this first one right now, this one comes out. Then if I click on this pyramid shape that looks to, clicking on it, you see there are things that they have done. They have even locked some. Do you get? So if I click on this discount, for example, and highlight this pyramid, see, just like this discount, you can click on any one. Do you see? Then if you look here, there are ones that they have locked. I can also unlock them so I can be able to work on them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on this, just do it, and if you click on it, we look up here, you see that the pen tool and the delete tool comes out. If I want to highlight it, you see that PixelLab is showing. You get? But if I highlight any of these, you see that this tool appears. So I click on just do it and go to edit icon, that's the pen icon, and click on the pen icon too. I'll be able to write, let me say I want to write Kami here. So Kami is here, so Kami has appeared. So just explore and edit 1 or 2 things, but it's best that you start from scratch yourself. So if you want to start from scratch to design a PixelLab, what you're going to do is to just scroll down here, scroll and move to your left and click on this last page that is empty. So are you seeing it? So you click on last page that is empty, so you can be able to start from scratch. So let's go to the second tool, which is the A tool. I call it A tool. So I click on the A tool and it brings up these 2 tools, text tool and quote tool. So let's start with quote tool. If you go to quote tool, quotes, here are different quotes that you can use for your design and you can edit them. Then if you come to this quote tool, we have English here. If you click down here, you're able to choose whether you want to use English language or French language, depending on the language that you prefer. Then if you come to motivation, you click here. So these are different types of quotes. If I select absurd quotes will come out. If I select on positivity quotes will come out. If I select on friendship, so any one you want, then I'll select on one. Are you seeing it? It automatically appears on my design interface. Do you get? So once I've chosen it, you see that tools appears, different tools appears for you to work on from the A tool. So I don't want to use any of this, so I delete it. See, once I delete it, you see that all other tools have disappeared. Do you get? Let's go to the text tool. So if I click on text now, this is do you see what happens? New text will appear here. This pen icon and delete tool will appear, as well as all other tools that are under the text tool. So if you watch the part 1 video, I've already talked about how to use these tools. So let's focus down here. So what I'll do is, from this text, I'll click on edit. So edit is to write something on that new text. So I'm going to write Kami and click. If you write Kami now, coming up here, you can, if you click on this 2T, you see that Kami automatically moves to small letters. Then if I click on it again, it comes back to capital letter. Then if I want to delete, I'll delete it and write another thing. Then if I want to cancel, I don't want to add any text, I'll write cancel. Then when you finish everything you have written on this text interface, what you're going to do is to click on OK. So let me write Kami again and click on OK. So it automatically comes up here. So what I'm going to do is to move it. You see, move it down and it's already at the center. Then you expand it from this edge. Okay, so I drag. You see, you are expanding or reducing from this place. Okay, so Cami is already at the center of the design canvas. So what I'm going to do now is, we have already talked about edit. So if you click on delete now, it deletes automatically. But I want to bring back the initial plan because I don't want to delete the text. I'll click on redo. So redo brings the text back. So let's move to copy. Copy is, if I click on it, you see it appears twice. If I click more, copy is to duplicate this text as many times as I want. So I don't want that, so I'll go to delete and delete the ones I don't want to use and leave only one. Okay, so let's go to front. But before you know what to front is, you have to add a shape or an image to this design. So we're going to go to the up tool to be able to add shape to this design. So I'll go to the plus icon here and go to shape. Then if you go to shape, a square shape appears automatically at your interface, design interface. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to move here to this arrow that's facing down. It automatically brings me to other shapes that are on PixelLab. So what I'm going to do, I'll choose this circle shape. Okay, so I'll click on circle shape and this automatically turns to circle, but I'm going to change the color so I'm able to see it. So I move down and come to color, I'll choose yellow color. Are you seeing that the shape is now yellow? Okay, so that's it. So I'll click on checker icon, it brings me here. Okay, so remember that this circle is placed on top of the text. So let's go back to, let's move this up and click on Cami so we're able to understand. So we go to the front and click to front. Click to front. How you know that this thing has already worked on this text? By moving this shape down again to Cami. Are you seeing it? So see that Cami is already on top of the shape. So if I click on the text now and click on the next tool, which is to back, see that Cami has automatically moved to the back of the circle shape. So I'll click to the front again and it comes back to the front. Then position tool. If I click on position tool, I'll be able to move this text to either the right or the left or up and down, depending on the one that I am choosing. So this one is left, right, up and down. So you have to act on it. Then this is the speed tool. Do you get? So if I move this to the right, I'll be able to use this. You see that the down tools are moving fast and this one moving fast. So this is the speed at which you use these arrows. Okay, so if I reduce it, see that it's moving smaller. Do you get? So either increase by sliding or decrease by slide, or you use the plus or the minus tool. So but I don't want to use any of this. I'll click on checker icon. So the next tool we have here is relative position. Okay, so when it comes to relative position tool, so we click on it. You either centralize your text by clicking on this one, or you move it to the extreme, move it to the other extreme, move it up, move it down. So you have to explore these two. So depending on what you want, you explore using these arrows. I click on checker icon and I move it with my hand up here to the center again. So let's go to the size. If you click on size, you can be able to increase by sliding to the right and decrease by sliding to the left. Or you can as well use minus 2 to reduce the size, or you click on the plus to increase the size. Do you get? So I click on the checker icon. So next thing is padding. So if I click on padding now, see the text moves to the right side and also moves to the left side. Do you get? So click on this checker icon. Then when it comes to color, which color do you want to give this text? Which color do you want to give this text? So if you on highlight that, the tool has disappeared. If you highlight the text, tools come out, but they are still under the A tool. So what you're going to do now is go to color. Here we are in color. Yeah, go to color, and if you come down here, you can either make the text yellow, black, or any other color that you want. Do you get? Or you can as well click on plus icon, and from this place select any color you want. If you click OK, see that the text have changed. Or you can also click on this plus icon and click on pick tool. Then if you click on pick tool, if you import any shape or any background here, you can pick the color of the background. See that this circle that is on the background, let's click on it, and we have already selected the color we want, and click on checker icon, then click on OK. So the text automatically takes the color of the shape. Do you get? So another thing you're going to do now is go to gradients. Maybe you want to give this color gradient color. So if you come down here, these are some gradients I've mixed before that you can maybe explore with, or these are already made gradients that PixelLab has. Then if you want to mix your gradient, maybe you saw two colors, let's say red and black, you want to mix two colors or 3 or 4, you can do that. You click on this plus icon and you come here and add more. If you click plus, you add more shape. If you click minus, you reduce. So I'll come to this first box, click on it, go to fill color and choose any color. Well, let's say red. I'll slide here and click on OK. Then I'll come to this second one, click on it and also click on move this place to red, maybe a darker shade, and click on OK. Then come to this last one, click on color box again and move this my ruler here, move it here, see that this is black already. So I'll click on OK. Then I'll move it to wherever I want. I see you are just using these two tools, or you can use these shades here. You see, if you click here, it gives you another shade. Keep the second one, the third one, the fourth. Are you seeing different ways you can arrange the gradient that you have done? Then when you are done, you click on OK. You see that this text has already have gradient color. So when I'm done, I'll just click on the checker icon. So the next one is what? Texture. If you want to add texture to your text, you have to select from your image, or maybe there's a background that you downloaded, you can do that. So what I'll do is go to my gallery and go to this three icon, go to browse, let's say pins. I want my text to have this background, so I'll just click on it, see, and click the checker icon. But before you click checker icon, you can as well reduce this text from here to different sizes that you want, or you can move it, are you seeing it, to how the particular place in the background that you want the text to have the texture. So explore different sizes that you have here. Then when you are done, you click on this checker icon. Are you seeing that the text has already carried the background texture? Are you seeing it? So if you move down here, you can be able to enable maintain ratio. You see that the texture has already balanced well on the text. Or you can as well click on scale. Are you seeing it? You are still changing how the effect is on the text. Are you seeing it? So then that's what we have here. You can either change this to another texture you want, or you delete automatically. I see that the texture has been removed. Do you get? So you click on checker icon. So next one is opacity. Opacity is the transparency of the text on your design canvas or the background that you are using for the design. So remember this camera is here. So if I move this to the left side, see that the opacity of Kami has reduced. Do you get? It's even small, so that you can increase it. Do you see? So either you decrease or you increase to make the text to be transparent, like let the background or the color of the text becomes faint. That's what this opacity means. Then so we click on this bad icon. So the next that we have now is rotate. If I click on rotate, so you see I can either move my text by sliding to the left or sliding to the right. But because I don't want to do anything, I'll just click on this bad icon and my text returns back to how it was. Okay, so what we are going to do now is max. So if you click on max, you see that we have in is in here. So you see the my text has been cut off, and you see that I can actually move it in, or are you seeing it? So don't worry, I'm going to explore more about this when we start talking about the different tricks that we have on PixelLab. So if you click the out is the outer side, you get. The other one is the inner side, you get. So that's how you can either do it. Maybe you want to style your text. So don't worry, when we start talking about the tricks and tips, you understand. So plus you want to add more tools to it and different things you have here. So that's it for Max tools. Okay, we'll talk more about these tools as we progress when we start using them for design. So the other thing that we have here is the fonts. So if I click on fonts here, we have fonts. These are the fonts that PixelLab has on its own. Then if you go to my fonts are the ones that I downloaded online and added them to my PixelLab. That's why it's written my font. Then when it comes to recent are the ones I use recently for some designs. So this is where they will be. Do you get? So that's it. So we'll still talk about how to download fonts and add them to PixelLab as time goes on. So this is it. So maybe I want to choose this font, this Morganite bold for Kami. So I'll click on it and click OK. You see that Kami font has already changed. Are you seeing it? To that particular font I selected. So when it comes to style, let's redo this Kami to how it was, so that you can be able to do one or two things. So when it comes to style, click on this style. You see that if you click on bold, Kami has already increased the weight of the text has been increased. So if I want to remove the effect of the bold I did, I'll just cancel it. Are you seeing it? So if I want the text to be italic, I'll click here. The text already in italic form. If I want this text to be underlined, I'll click on underline. If I want it to be bold, I'll click on bold. So are you seeing the different ways you can style your text whenever you are designing? Do you get? So let me just reduce this a little bit. Remember we reduce text or increase from this end. So let's put it at the middle. Then if you don't want any of this effect, we click on this T that has a stroke around it. We click on it and it automatically leaves. So I'll click on the tracker icon. Then that's it. Then coming to curve, I click on curve. I can be able to curve my text either upwards or downwards. So this is it. So when you start designing, we see how we can do different things with these tools. Just to tell you what these tools does, you get. So let's cancel it. And coming to background, if you click on background, you see enable background. So that this text has background on it now. Before, Kami was on a white space, but now Kami is now on the black background. Do you get? So what we're going to do now is, if you come down here, you can choose any color for the background. Do you get? So then this left padding, if I shift it, you see that the background that text have is shifting to the extreme. Do you see it? Then right padding, are you seeing it? Then we have the top. You see how the background is moving to the top. Then we have the bottom. So how the background is moving to the bottom. Do you get? So that's it. Then the radius. You see the edge of the background is being curved. Do you get? So that's it. So that's it for this. Okay. So what we're going to do next is let's do align. So let's remove this background. Let's remove this background. Go to background, disable it, click on this first, so that the background has left, then click on this tracker icon. Then let's go to align. Click on align. Align cannot work on one text. So let's write something. Kami is going to school. Examination with school bag. Okay, then we'll click OK. So this is what we have. Let's just reduce it that we understand. Reduce it and okay. So this is the text that we have. So I want to know how this thing works. So if you go to align, so if you click on this first one, see that it shows that the text, they are all at, let's just do like this. Let me just shift it like this from here so you understand. The text are all arranged from this left side. So if I click on the center one, see that the text is now, all of them are in the middle. If I click on the right side, see that the text are being arranged from the right side. So are you seeing it? So this is what you're going to, if you click on justify, see that it just scatters the text. So I don't want to justify anything. So either you use this one, or you use the center one, or you use the left alignment. So these are the different alignment that we have in design. Even while I did the text again, and the next two we have is spacing. So letter spacing, if I click towards this, we see that the letter is being spaced. And if I click on words, see that different words. You see, are you seeing the space that is between the different words? That like Kami has space before is and go. So these are different space. So I don't want it. So I click on check icon. So if I want line spacing is just the line between the two sentences. So you see that there's a big line. So this is what line spacing does. So I don't want to use it yet. I'll click on this bad icon. Coming to stroke, if I enable stroke, you see that the text has a stroke around it. So if I increase the stroke width, are you seeing that there is a stroke added to Kami is going to school? Then that stroke color, I'll choose it from here. Yellow, black, blue, or anything. Then if you want to add gradient, if you click on gradient, remember how we added gradients before in the, when we are talking about gradient, that's the same way to add gradient. You can click on any gradient, come to the plus icon, just explore. I've thought about this, so that's how you add gradients to it. But I don't want any of this, so I'll click on this bad icon. Then another thing we are going to do is to add shadow. So we enable it, so the text has shadow. So if you click the blur radius, you can as well click on any color, then offset. Are you seeing? So the weight of the shadow, offset it, and offset white is going down. So the shadow of the text is being applied. So outer glow, you see that there is an outer glow on the text. So you just explore these things, you get. So let's disable it and click on the good icon. Then the inner shadow. So if you click on inner shadow and enable it, you may not see this thing because the text is big. Okay, let me just edit this text and leave only Kami so that you're able to understand what I'm doing. So let's increase, yes. So let's click on inner shadow and increase the blur. Are you seeing the, just look at this text, you see the effect that this shadow is having. Let's say the shadow is purple, or let's say brown. Are you seeing the effect of the shadow on the text? Then you click on offset, are you seeing it? look very well, you see there are things happening on the text. So these are different ways you can use shadow, stroke, and offset and the rest. So I click on bad icon. They call it emboss. If I enable emboss, there is an emboss on this text. It's just that you will not notice it because it's just a slight glow on the text, but intensity, just look very, see that. Let me increase this text so that you'll be seeing what I'm saying. So if you see, if you reduce the intensity, I see it's being reduced. Then if you increase it, it's being increased. Ambient light. So just look and see specular hardness. Are you seeing? So you know that anything you are doing is, are you seeing how these tools are affecting? Then you can increase the light angle, how the angle light will be. So just come here and explore different maybe glow effect or uh, effect you want, different effect you want to be on the body of the text. So I have to increase so you're able to see the effect. The effects are not much on the text. So if I reduce it now, so that you not even notice that effect on the text, you see, it's not much, it's not noticeable much like that. So I'll click on the good icon. Let me go back, redo. So then what we are going to do now is perspective. I still want that coming only. So that's able to understand what I'm saying. Let's delete this and write Kami. Okay, so Kami it is. Okay, so this Kami is here, and what we're going to do is click on perspective tool. You can be able to move. Okay, so enable it. You see how the Kami is moved up, move it down. Let's just click on this checker icon. You see how Kami is. Click on perspective tool again. Just explore, explore, let me see. You see how this Kami looks as if it's on the floor. Then if you click on it again, let's go back. Click on it again, then let's go to A, then go to perspective tool again. Okay, so this is how you can be able to stretch, slide, or even paste Kami on anything you want to place it on. As time goes on, you understand better. So let's go back. Okay, so this is what we have. Then go to 3D rotate. You can either rotate it up, down, back. Are you seeing what you can do with 3D rotate? So let's click on this bad icon. Then 3D text effect, if I enable it, is to add extra weight on the text. So it's in perspective mode, perspective view type. If you click in oblique, are you seeing the weight of the text is? So here is to change the depth. So if I decrease, it's here I'm increasing the text so it's big. So if I reduce it a bit, I see the weight the text have. So the weight can also have color. If I click on color, I can click on yellow and any other depth I want the text to carry. If I want to darken it, if I want to, are you seeing that the angle of the depth? So if I want to rotate it through here, and you see the Z rotate, you see the stimulating line. So just explore different things here. Do you get? So just come here and explore different things. The next one we have is 3D shadow. If you enable 3D shadow, if you look at this text, there is a shadow on the background. Do you get? So there is a shadow on the background. So this is the shadow on the background. Do you get? Then this shadow, you can add different colors to it. Do you get? So you can increase the opacity, the blur radius, expand. Are you seeing it? So these are different things you can do with shadow that has been added under the text. So I cancel it. Then we have reflection. If I click on reflection and enable it, you see that Kami is being reflected below. So I can either move it up or down. Are you seeing what I'm doing now? So this is what you can do to move your text reflection. So what all these tools now is, as you design and they are needed, that's when you start using them one after the other. You can't just start using everything once. Do you get? So guys, we have finished everything about A2. So let's move to the third tool, which is the pyramid tool. So coming to the pyramid tool, these are the different tools that we have. Okay, so first of all, if you click on sticker brings out already made stickers that PixelLab have. So if you select on any one, it appears. So just come here and know any sticker that you want to use for your design. But I rarely use this, so I click on bad icon because I don't need it. So the next one is import. If you click on import, you can be able to import anything from your PixelLab. So I move here and let me say I want to import. So I click on this red background and click on this good icon so that the background I imported is already here. So I can either expand it from this. Remember, we expand from this edge. So let's expand. You see that it has already filled the design space. So I can now click to back, so that the background will move to the back. Do you get? So, but I don't want to do that now. Let's shift the background first. Let it be up here. So next tool we have here is draw. So let's move this one up too so that we can understand what we are doing. So the draw tool, these are the different effects that we have for the draw tool. So this is the pen. First of all, look at the pen size. So I reduce the pen size to maybe 9. You see the size of the pen, so you can draw on your canvas, design canvas. You see it. So this line now, you can either see the smoothness of the line. Let me increase it to the extreme. That's 100. See that the line I drew is smooth. Then if you want fill line, let's say highlight fill line. If I click now, you see that the color is black. Let's say let me choose yellow. If I draw the fill line, see that the color is yellow. So if I want dashed line, I'll highlight dashed line. You see that filled line will unhighlight itself. So if I click, you see dashed line appears on the canvas. If I want neon effect, I'll highlight it and draw. See that it's a shiny look or glow on the yellow, unlike the first one I drew. So that's it. So I will unhighlight. So this blur now, if I click on blur, increase the blur and draw line, you see how it's showing on the canvas. So these are different things you can do with the draw to choose color, reduce the pen size, and work on this depending on what you want. So but I don't want any of this, so I'll click on the bat icon and click OK. So next thing we have now is shape. Remember, we can draw shape from this plus icon. There's shape here, or you come down here and click on the pyramid to go to shape, click on shape, and the same rectangle appears. You move to this triangle, different shapes appear here. Choose the particular one you want, and this appears here. Then you move down and click on color, so I see that the shape has appeared. You get? Go to gradient. So the gradient is the same way that I've said before. It's the same thing. So that's it. Let's choose just green and press. You now press the checker icon when you are done with anything you want to do. Do you get? Go to shape again. You go to this place and you select, let's say, this square shape, and you come here and put purple. Then if you come to this place, if you want this shape not to be sharp, the edges not to be sharp, come to the radius, and are you see what the shape is doing? The edges are being curved. Do you see it? Then you come down. Remember the fill color, let's change it to yellow. So then if you want this shape to have stroke, you click on stroke. Are you seeing this stroke that the shape has now? Are you seeing the stroke? Then if you want the stroke to be like opacity of the stroke, you come here. Are you seeing the stroke that you added? You are adding opacity to it so that the line that is being added will be faint. Are you seeing it? Then let's move down, and let's say we want that stroke to be, you see, yellow or purple. This color now, this color works on the stroke, while the first color too works on the shape itself. Do you get? So that's it. So if you come here, you see blur radius. I see the radius, the blur radius that you're adding to the shape. Do you get? So it just depends on what you want. Okay, so you can either make the shape curve, straight line, or still that block shape. So it depends on what you want. So try and explore and you enjoy it. Okay, so let's click on, then when you are done, click on good icon. See that the shape has been formed. See, we have done something like a circle that has kind of a shadow at the back of it. Are you seeing what we have formed? So it just depends. Then you see that when we go out from this shape, now click on this plain background. You see the remaining two is bezier tool and arrow tool. Then if you highlight this shape, you see other tools appears. Do you get? These are the same tools that happen to the text. Like if you add a text, all those things are going to do to it. So let's talk about this before we continue with the remaining two tools. That's bezier tool and arrow tool. So let me go off. I highlight the shape, and if you want to edit, you come here, edit, and you can be able to edit that same thing we talk about will appear again. You can still edit. Are you seeing? So you can still edit shape even when you have already saved it. So let me click on this good icon. So come here to do some more editing. If you are not satisfied with what you got at first, you can come here and explore what we talked about before. The next thing to do, you can delete. Let me redo it because I don't want to delete. Then you can crop. Click on crop. Maybe you want this shape to reduce a bit. Let's say I want it to be like this. I can reduce and click on checker icon. I think it's being cut off. Or you can click on crop again, bring it down. Then you can select any size you want here. Maybe like this, any one. Click on good icon. I see what we have achieved, but we don't want any of this. So let's redo to back to what we have. So let's highlight again. So another thing is copy. If I click on copy, is to duplicate. So see what I've already formed is to duplicate that shape into 2 or 3 or even 4. So it just depends on what you want. You get, let me just delete this. Then highlight it again. Then if you want to the front, let's say I bring this background here. Let's first of all click to the back, highlight the shape, click to the back, then click to the front. So the same way we talked about in the text. So let's shift the background back. Then highlight on the shape again, position. So either move it to the left, to the right. So the same thing that we talked about, how to move the left and right of the text, that's the same thing. So when you are done, you click on the checker icon. So the next one is relative position. Click on it, centralize, move to the left, move to the right, down, up. So you just have to explore. Then let me cancel it because I don't want to do anything with it. So relative size, click on relative size. You can either increase or reduce the size of what you want, okay? So you see the height, just either reduce or increase by sliding this ruler or using this minus and this plus tool. So I don't want any of that. Click on this bad icon. Then color, if I click on color, I'll enable color. If I want to add another color to this shape, let me cancel. Just come to color and enable it. Enable color. So these are different color. I can change the color of what I added to this, okay? I can change the color or come to gradient. Remember how we add gradient? So you can come here, go to plus icon and add gradient to your shape. So then click on this good icon because I love this color. So when it comes to texture, I'll click on texture, then it will take me to this place. I'll click on my gallery and go to plus icon and choose the texture. Let's say let me select this one again. So I'll click on this good icon down here and okay. This texture doesn't work on a shape that has already been added a lot of concepts. If you want to add texture to your shape, make sure it's a plain shape. Do you get? So let us use another shape. Move this one up, go to plus icon, right on shape. So this is the shape that we want to add. So go to this arrow and let's choose circle, then come here and just add black. That's the only thing that you need. Just click on checker icon. Then go to texture again, go to this gallery place, then go to this 3 icon and choose the background that you want. Let's select. So we select the background and click on checker icon. You see that does it taking, remember, a shape that's going to only work on a shape that you have not done much. That's why that texture do not work on the block shape. That's why I have to bring another shape and just add color and add texture. Do you get? So this is the texture. Do you get? So if you click on it, then go to texture again. Let's add some things. If you enable ratio, so the texture has already completed the circle, you can scale it to what you want. Are you seeing this thing? So beautiful. So you can use this for your design. Then if you want to delete the texture, you delete. You get? Click on good. So this is how to add texture to your circle. Opacity, click on opacity, you reduce it, the shape, you reduce the transparency of the shape that you have added to your design. So I don't want any of this. I click on bad. Then let's say, so you go to color filters. So we have hue, we have saturation, we have brightness. So just come here, hue. You see that the color of this circle is already changing to different colors. Are you seeing the hue? Then see the saturation. Saturation, you see the brightness. So just come here and explore, okay? So if you want to change the color using different filters, you can come here and do that. But I don't want any of that. Click on this bad icon. Then stroke, I'll click on stroke, enable stroke, click on black. See that stroke has appeared on the text, on the shape of the text. So I can increase the stroke width, change the color of the stroke. Okay, change the color of the stroke to any color I want. So this is how to add stroke to your shape, either from here or remember the first way we talked about how you can add stroke to your shape. So I'll click on this bad icon because I don't need any of that. So it come to eraser, click on eraser. Eraser now. This place is being highlighted, this eraser button, and there is a 2 here, there is a 2 here. If I click on this one, if I move this arrow now, see that the size of my eraser tool is being increased. Move it to the right, increase it. You see that here is fading off a little bit. So this eraser tool now, if I click it on the body of this text, you see that it has erased some parts in this circle. And if I click on this checker icon, see that it has affected this shape. I click on the eraser again, increase the width, make it more blurry, come down here, increase my ruler, click here, see that a ruler has appeared. I can move it with it. Are you seeing it? So that's it. Then I can as well come here and click on this transparent. I can redo this circle, then click on this one that looks like a curved beans. I'll click on it. If you click on it, a block shape and a circle shape that are dotted will come out. I click on the block shape. I'll reduce it a little bit from here, put it here, and I'll click. If you click here, so this place has already been erased. Click here now. This space at the inner place I select has been, but if I click on this one, the outer space will be erased. I click on the outer space, it has been erased, but I will do redo. Everything has been reduced. So I'll click on here. Let's say I use circle. I'll click circle and click on this one. The outer space will be cleaned. Are you seeing it? Then press on redo. Then click on this one. The inner space will be removed. Are you seeing it? So let's click on checker icon. So are you seeing what I have formed from the eraser tool? So all these things are with time. You get see what I have formed from the eraser. With time, we start designing. You see how these tools work in different designs. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do now is let's redo this. Okay. Click on max. You have to move here. Enable max. You see what I've formed here. So this place is cut off. If I click on out, see this part is cut off. I thought again, I can as well move my this thing. If I click on checker icon, see what I have formed just by using max. So this max tool, you can explore a lot of things with it. If I click on checker icon now, I see what it has formed. So it just depends on what you want. Okay. Then if you come here now, if you add plus, you see another one added here. You click here, so you can be able to move. So it's just different things you can do with this max tool. If I click on checker icon, see what it has formed. Click on no, it's no, we are not in Bezier tool yet. So I like the shape. Let's move to the max. So just come to max and explore different things you want. Okay, the scale of the scale. Just explore different things here. So I cancel. I click on OK. So let's move this circle back to how it was. Okay. So click on this circle shape and you go to erase color. Click on erase color and choose the color you want. I want to erase yellow. Click on good. See that yellow has disappeared. Yeah. So let's cancel it. Next one is rotate. If you click on rotate, you're able to move your shape around. And if you click on 3D rotate, are you seeing what it's doing? So I can actually form a flat shape circle. Are you seeing it? So just explore different things. Are you seeing what I'm doing here? So that's it. So as when I click on this good icon now and come to shadow, enable shadow. Let's say the shadow is black. Let's say increase the blur radius, offset white. So are you seeing like what this thing is trying to form? Let me press on this good icon. Let me go to the 3D rotate again. So let's move this. Are you seeing what this thing is actually forming? So it just depends. Do you get? It just depends on one thing or the other. Thing just formed one thing like that. And even use this and put something. Are you seeing? I rotate, moving it around. So somebody can actually stand on this thing. Can you impose somebody that somebody will still stand on this? Hey, don't mind me. I'm just trying to explore different things. So I click on it. Let's go back to what we have. Go to 3D shape, okay? So let's highlight this text and we go to 3D shape. Click on 3D shape. Click on enable. If you click on oblique, you are seeing a shape around this circle. If you click on perspective, it's actually not really showing. Click on oblique. You can be able to increase the depth of the shape you want. The color, you can choose another color. Are you seeing what we are forming? Actually darken this place. So from here you can explore different things, lighten the angle. Are you seeing it? See the effect that it's having here. Then you come move. Are you seeing the intensity oblique angle? You can move it to different direction that you want. Depends on what you want. So are you seeing it? So stimulating light and the rest. The shadow, the intensity. Are you seeing? If you just look here, you'll be seeing some effect that this thing is happening. So just come here and explore different things. Let me cancel it because I don't want it. Then come to perspective tool. You can either move and expand this shape, enable it. So I see what we can do with this perspective. Depending on the perspective you want your distance to be in. So do you get? So depending on the perspective you want this shape to be on, just expand like we did on the text. So I'll cancel it because I don't want to use it. Then shadow, I've talked about shadow before. So you see it here. So click on this checker icon. Inner shadow, to enable inner shadow, let's say you increase the blur. Look at the inside of this circle. There is a black line there. Let's click purple. Purple, okay. Then offset. Are you seeing this effect is happening inside the circle? Here you see the effect that we are having here. So that's it for inner shadow. Let's cancel it. Then emboss, enable it. You see there is this yellow now looks like white. You see the intensity. Then reduce ambilight. Are you seeing it? Specular hardness. Are you seeing it? Then bevel. Are you seeing it? So that's it. You get. We're going to go to this place, this third tool that looks like pyramid, and the next one we're going to talk about is Bezier tool. Click on Bezier tool, this line comes out. It comes off, and if you notice, if you look down here, this particular place is that has this pointer tool that has plus on it is what is being highlighted. So if you click on the canvas, you'll be able to add more points. Are you seeing it? Add, add. Are you seeing it? You add more points to the canvas once you click on the body of the canvas. Do you get? Then if I want to add plus now, plus, you see that a line is appears, more line appear here. You click on plus, you see that is increasing. Then if you click like this, it allows you to move. This one allows you to move maybe to the first one, then this one. Okay, it has reached to the extreme. It has reached to the extreme. Then click on this arrow. You're able to highlight the second one. You click, you're able to highlight the third one. Sorry. You know, if once you touch the canvas, it adds points. So that's why these things are appearing. If you click on the third one, it takes you to the fourth point. You get. Then if you want to duplicate the particular one you selected, click on this center. You see that more are appearing. Are you seeing it? So if I want to delete all these ones I've added, I'll click on minus. Are you seeing what is happening? Okay. So then I will, let me cancel, and shall we continue exploring the tools we have here? Cancel. Then let me click on it again. So we're finished talking about the tools up here, and we say that this one allows us to add more on the canvas, like more points. Then this center one, if you click on it, it allows you to move any of the points. So if I click on this point, maybe I want it. I see what I'm doing. You're able to move. If you click on this particular point, it allows you to either like move the points wherever you want them, either from the edge. Are you seeing what is happening? Can even move it. You're just trying to construct something now. You're able to move like this or move it below. So it depends on, maybe you now want to form a shape. Do you get? So you are okay. Let me add one more point so I'll be able to curve this thing now. I'll add one more point now and click on the body. See, another point has appeared. Do you get? So the thing that we're going to do now is, let me go back to this second one, and you see how I'll be able to move it. Then this one, so that's it. This one, remove it. So remember that this thing that we formed now has not joined. You get? But we are coming to that. Then you click on this third one. I click on this last one. This one that looks like 4 arrows. So this will allow me to move whatever I've created with this Bezier tool up or down. Some people use this particular tool to form different types of things. It's when we start designing that you can see whatever you can do with this Bezier tool. So I'm using it to build logo from scratch. It moved down. We have finished Bezier mode. We have finished this top one. So let's move to actions. So actions, remember this one looks like this first one. So if I click on the first one, you see that one of those dots, those ends have been removed. If I click on it again, you see one has removed. Do you get? So then if you come to this center one, if you click, it will make you to join the tools, like to join the shapes, the lines together. If you click on this one, it has been removed to the way it is before. If you click on it again, it has joined. It has joined together. The lines have joined together to form a shape. So if I move down again, I move, it is on this for this, I can still able to move it. So I'm clicking at this center one now. See what I can do? I can do a lot of things. Remember what we said earlier. Then this particular one that looks like arrow, it allows me to either reduce this to the smallest minimum or increase it. You can use the minus sign to reduce, also use the plus sign to increase, depending on the size or the scaling you want this particular shape you created with a line to be. So I'll click on the checker icon. Then another thing is, you see that once I click on the checker icon, it brings me back to this particular tool, so you can still explore. We have already talked about this particular tool before. This is what you can do with on this shape, because the shape has appeared. So, but what I'll do is click on edit. If I click on edit, it brings me back to the bezier tool. You get. So I'll move down here. No, it means this one. This one that looks like two arrows that are kind of circling form. I click on it. You see what I can be able to turn or rotate this particular shape to what I want. I can click the minus, click the plus, depending, and click the bad icon because I don't want that. Click on edit again. It still takes me to bezier tool. So I'll move down. If you find there is opacity, but before I click on opacity, let me click on color. So I want it to be yellow. Why is this thing fill? This fill color appeared because I joined this shape here. I joined it here. Do you get? So that's why fill color is here. So because I have joined the lines together, that's why I can be able to add color on the inside. If not, you can't add any color inside. Stroke now, if you increase the stroke width, you see the stroke width of what we have created. There is a stroke on the shape. So you come down here and choose the color of the stroke width. Maybe I want it to be red. You start the red is changing, or this. Then if you want the stroke width to the opacity, you see you can reduce the opacity from here. You can as well reduce or increase the opacity of the fill color from here. So let me cancel and start from and go to bezier tool again so you understand what I'm. Go to bezier tool again. This line appears. Remember, we have not talked about this particular one. You get. So see that this thing is a line now. If you look, that fill color is not here, it's only the stroke. So that fill color appears only when you join the dotted line together. So let's move here. It's already at this edge. If I click on the second one, okay, let's increase the width of the stroke so that you understand what I'm doing. Click on this one. You see that the edge is curved. Click on this, it becomes flat. Click on this, it changes. So this place helps you to change the mouth of the edge of the line only. That's when you can be able to use this. Then that's it for bezier tool. So if you go to arrow now, once you click on arrow, this interface comes out. Then size helps you to increase the overall size of the arrow. You can as well slide to the right or left, or you use the minus or the plus tool. But let me decrease it a little bit. Then if you look here, we have begin arrow size and we have end arrow size. So this begin arrow size affects this size of the arrow, while the end arrow size affect the beginning parts. Do you get? So let's begin with this begin arrow size. So it's already on the first one, that's why the shape is blocked. Click on the second one, you see the shape is changing. So anyone you choose, you see what is happening to this side. So that's it. Then coming to the end arrow, it will affect here. So you see, anyone you click is affecting the top side. Then you can reduce the opacity. Let's choose color first. Let's increase opacity to the highest. Add color. Then add stroke. Let's say the stroke color is red. So you see what we are forming. You can as well increase the opacity of the stroke and the opacity of the fill color. You see, they are reducing it. So it depends on what you want. Then you click on the checker icon. I see something beautiful that we have formed. So can you increase it from this edge? Increase or decrease from the most pointed circle on the design. So you can either squeeze. So why we don't use mostly this one is it affects the body, but this one will just help you to maintain whatever you have created and just increase or decrease it. Then you can rotate from this place that looks like curve. Click and are you seeing? Can rotate with this and increase with this. Okay, so Another thing we are going to do now is let's go to let's delete this. So the next tool we are going to talk about is this one. If I click on this tool, these are the different tools that are in this tool that looks like two block shape. And one thing about this tool is that it allows me to work on this background. Do you get? So if I click on color, it allows me to select a color for the background. Let's say I choose a yellow color. You see that it affects only the background. Then if I want the background to have a gradient color, I'll click on gradients and be able to select one gradient. So remember what we talked about in gradient. You can as well come to this plus and add any gradients you want. I've already talked about this previously. So then even color self, you come and add plus, can be able to add color from here. I've also talked about this before. Okay, let's choose the gradient color, this one, and click on checker icon. Then another thing that we have here is transparent. If you click on transparent, you see that your background becomes transparent. Maybe you want to save a particular text. Maybe after creating a text on PixelLab, you don't want the text or the design to have a background. It's here. You come here and click here and click on transparent. The whole design remains and it will not have any background. Then if you want image size, maybe you are designing something. Let's say, let me click on color again and choose this gradient so you understand better. Maybe you are wanted to work on a design and I want you to design a Instagram size. I want to design so and so. So here is where you set the size of your canvas. Okay, so you click on this image size and this one is already made, is on custom. This is the custom size for PixelLab 1280 1280. So if you click on this place arrow facing down, you see if you click on square 102410, you click on OK. This is the size that comes out. You get. So if you click on the image size again and you come to this arrow facing down, if you click on profile size, it's still 10241024. Profile size means profile picture of WhatsApp or any profile. So this is the size. Click on the arrow again. You have YouTube channel at, if you click it, 2560 width and 1440 height. Click on OK. You see that the size that appears. You get. So if I click on this image size, maybe I want to work on a design and the size I want to use is, depending on the design, is 2000 by 25. I'll just input them here and click on OK. I see the size we have here. So I can as well come here and no, here 25. Click on OK. So I see the size we have. So it just depends on what you want to work on. Let me just click on the profile square size. Okay. So let's leave it like that. So this crop tool is not highlighted. You see where this crop tool will appear. So I'll click on this image. Image automatically brings me to those already made template that we saw at first, but this time around is only what is on the background. So it's only I click on any of these, you see it automatically takes the background that we have on image size, but I don't want any of this, so I'll click on X. Then from gallery, allow me to select a background from my image gallery. Okay, so if I click on browse, I'll come here and maybe I want to use this background. You see, you can either reset the background from here. Are you seeing what you can do here? So click on difference, I click on good. So this automatically takes the shape, the background of my canvas or my design interface. The next one is from camera. So maybe I want to snap so that it will take the shape of my background. You get. So I'll click on camera. So I want to snap this floor now. So I'll snap and click on this good icon. You see that it comes up like this, and I'll click on this checker icon. It takes the background. I see what I'm saying. So I don't want it, so let me redo it back to this place. So that's it for the tools on this particular icon that looks like two block shape that are meshed together. So if we move on to this last one that looks like a candle light, if we click on it, if you click on rotate, you see what is happening. See what is happening to this background. Either it moves, it allows it to remain like this, or it becomes a bit smaller. Do you get? So you rotate. Then coming to vignette, if I add vignette and enable it, there's a black shade that comes to this background. I can either make it yellow, white, or leave it at black by choosing color, or even adding more color from here, depending on what you want. Then alpha, if you move it to the right, it becomes more dark. If you move it to the left, it becomes a bit light. Are you seeing what is happening to the edge of this? So let me click on good icon. Then if you go to noise and enable it, see that there is a kind of a noise fill on this background. So I can either increase it or reduce it by using the noise fill, or I can also, as well as enhance the way I want it to be on the background. You get? So let me cancel it. Then coming to stripe, if I click on stripe and enable it, you see this line that appears on the background. So if I put on alpha, you see that it's now more visible. I reduce it, is becoming more faint on the background. If I click on repeated, it becomes more tiny or it becomes more bold. So you just have to come here and explore what you want for your design. So I click on this good icon now. So then when it comes to brightness, enable brightness, you see that this place becomes more brighter. I can as well reduce it. So it depends on what you want to work. Remember that this particular tool and this one works on the background of your design interface in PixelLab. So coming to contrast, if I move it, you see how bright it becomes and how faint it becomes. So you move to the right or move to the left, or use the minus 2 or plus 2 depending on what you want. I click on the checker icon. So the next one is hue. If I click on hue, you see that this background has already turned to green or it turned to, are you seeing it? So depending on the color I want, instead of like suffering myself, hue is to add, you see how the color is changing from blue to green, blue, purple, and different color. You just have to explore. You can as well use the plus and the minus and the plus to add or increase, but it becomes more slower. So I'll click on the bad icon because I don't want to do anything on it. So the next is saturation. So you can either increase, you see what is happening to the background, or you decrease it. You see I decrease the saturation to the end, it turns to black. I start increasing it, the red becomes more obvious. So these are all the tools on PixelLab. So as we start designing on this channel, you now know how to use these tools more. Thank you for your time. Bye.